In recent times, we're seeing increased international turbulence, unilateral hegemonic actions, and a dramatic shift in global governance.
I completely agree with you that today the foundations of international relations are being severely tested. One need only look at what happened at the beginning of the year in Latin America, in Venezuela, and at what is happening now in the Middle East.
Dear friend, I'm happy to welcome you here in this visit to Beijing. Our previous meeting was held last year, in which we have always been in close strategic contact and constantly uphold diplomatic ties. In recent time, we're seeing increased international turbulence, unilateral hegemonic actions, and a dramatic shift in global governance. We're seeing humanity facing serious challenges. Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin have guided Russian-Chinese relations confidently forward despite everything, and our multifaceted cooperation has only become stronger despite the various challenges that currently exist. Our mutual support in the international arena is showing to the entire world what a responsible path forward could look like. We are celebrating anniversaries of our diplomatic relations and our treaty on neighborly relations. We're seeing this as an opportunity to follow the call of time and to realize the important commitments by the head of our states to move our strategic partnership and the mutually beneficial cooperation to a new level in all areas. The values of multilaterality and the future of a multipolar world must receive our full support. Thank you. And if we speak about the eastern part of the Eurasian continent, we're also seeing unrelenting and dangerous games, both with regard to Taiwan and the South China Sea, the Korean Peninsula, and the space that used to be a space for mutual cooperation and good neighborly relations, the so-called ASEAN-centric space, which is now being undermined, the so-called small geometries of a block nature, which are being created. And this is, of course, concerning for the Russian Federation, which is a neighbor to this important part of Eurasia. So our continent needs our close attention and care. And I believe we will have opportunities to discuss our joint steps in line with the initiatives proposed by the presidents of the People's Republic of China on global security and other issues, and initiatives proposed by President Putin relating to the shaping of a common Eurasian security architecture. So I believe this is a very timely meeting. Thank you for the invitation, and I believe we will have plenty of opportunities for productive work. Minister, colleagues, friends, thank you for the welcome. This is our first in-person meeting this year. That is correct, but we had 4, I believe, phone conversations, which are always very substantive, and I believe we will have plenty more opportunities this year to converse and communicate and prepare the meetings between our leaders, which have been in preparation for some time, and we will have time to discuss that today. I fully agree that the system of international relations is seeing serious challenges. We're looking at what happened in Venezuela since the start of this year, what's happening in the Middle East, and the Ukrainian crisis, which the West tried to create artificially to inflict strategic defeat on the Russian Federation, as they said, now being used by the Europeans to nurture plans to create a new aggressive bloc in the western part of the Eurasian continent, with the involvement of the Ukrainian regime, with the obvious goal to aim at that aggressive bloc against the Russian Federation.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.